Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Forza Horizon 2 with another rally car build, and my vehicle today, it is the Nissan Fairlady Z. Gonna have another go with a classic car that was used in rallying. See how this one does compared to the Renault Alpine that went out last time. They should be along similar lines, in all honesty. Fairly lightweight. I don't think this is going to be quite as light as the Renault, but it'll be fairly lightweight, but of course won't quite have the power of some of the vehicles that have gone. Now, as far as the required upgrades for this series, the cars must be four-wheel drive, which is what I shall do now. It's going to be a bit heavier vehicle, but still going to be on the lighter side of some of the cars that we've raced, certainly. We have to have the Storm Island off-road tyres. We will have the Storm Island gearbox and the suspension. The gearbox should hopefully give us shorter gear ratios. I'm hoping we'll have actual sensible ones in the Nissan, and the rally suspension means we should survive the bumps and the jumps of the circuit. At least that's fingers crossed. That's what they will allow us to do. Now, the first thing that I'm going to take a look at is tyre width. What can we get on here? 235s. It's better. It's better than the Renault. I'm not sure it's big enough. I think the MX-5s that we had, the MX-5 that sits in 5th, I think that may have had 265s or 255s. I don't know. You may get away with sort of mid to something tyres. I think this still may be a little small. We may still have just a lack of grip. Oh, bodywork wise, yes, otherwise I'll forget about this. We've got many options of front bumper. Oh, the car started off orange. Apparently, this paint doesn't allow for the... Oops, didn't think of that. I was thinking of running that bumper. I'm guessing we're not going to. Well, we can have the... we'll have the one spotlight at the front. I think we have spotlights, hopefully, will be sort of the proper full-on rally lights. We can have mud flaps and stuff at the back. We will go for that, and then we can have... Try to figure out what that is. Is that just sort of like a protector for stopping... Well, that's not really a very good protector for much down there. Apparently, having that on the side reduces drag by 1%. I think I'll go with these instead. Not sure how that works. And, oh no, the bonnet's taken away the paint. Oh. That's so... I've never seen it do that before. Normally, the paints are absolutely fine. Like, the paint's fine with it, because the Nissan's bits across... I don't know what's going on there. The car is really confused. Maybe when I leave the garage, it will reload it and work. Otherwise, we'd have a really peculiar-looking car. Okay. Thumbnail image is going to be from the back. If the thumbnail image is from the back of the car, it means that paint didn't fix itself. It's such a shame. It's really cool livery. Right. Aside from the bonnet, let's do the other upgrades. Right, brakes, of course, are going to be very important. We're going to get all of the handling parts. Do we want to go for a roll cage with this car? How much weight is it? How much weight are we going to be adding? 101. I mean, yes, it will make the... for a classic vehicle, we'll go for it. Okay, we're going to be on the little bit heavier side. 2,200. You could perhaps get this to under 2,000. Maybe. With the right combination of parts, you could potentially get it down under that weight, but we'll go with that. Now, engine-wise, do we keep the standard? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the weight drop. Yeah, it's nearly £100 weight drop. I think we may keep the standard engine on the Nissan. I'm hoping I can get it up to the required PI. What have we got in the way of aspiration? We can turbocharge it. Yeah, okay, we're going to stick with the standard engine for this car. Just before I do, I'll just see what options do we have. i6, we can have twin turbo i6, or we can go for a V8. They're both heavier engines though. Now we'll stay with the standard one unless I run out of power parts to get it out. I mean, we shouldn't really be needing more than like 400 horsepower to get this car up into S1 class. In fact, this is dealing with quite a lot. It's got quite a lot of power going into it already. Okay, this is good news. We could have a lightweight car with decent amounts of power. It's not even an S1 class yet. There we go. Now it is, but it's we could see quite a quick car out of this one, actually. I did put that on there. I did put that in as well. Now I've got to go for the rest of these bits and pieces. Yeah, I mean, looks like we're going to get up to 450 odd. We may run out of power. This is the this is the issue. I think we're going to run out of power parts before we're done with it. 414, I did that already. This is not, it's added power, it's added a bit of weight as well. It's not really put the PI up by a huge amount. Damn it, I was thinking this car was going to be okay with getting away with it. I don't think I can actually get the PI really up to high enough. I can only add little bits. Okay, we're going to have to go for an engine swap. Sorry, it's not powerful enough. We'll go for the i6. I've used the V8 in lots of things. We'll go with the i6 engine, twin-turboed. We should have more than enough power in this. It is a heavier engine, but stick on the exhaust, we're already down. Down weight-wise, we're up to 448 horsepower. That's pretty good. Now, I may not upgrade the turbos, because that's just adding weight. I'll do all of the rest of these ones here that are dropping weight out of the car as well, seeing as it's... oh, damn, that was a... Normally that doesn't add 30 horsepower. Gee, what have we got over here? It's another... We're up to 500 horsepower in this car, and it's still in S1 class. I've got some minor concerns that this may be quite a tricky car to drive. That's a lot of power and torque and not much weight in it. Okay, this could be very fast. If this is controllable, this could be very, very fast. I'm not sure how controllable it will be, but if it is controllable, it'll be mighty quick, because power-to-weight ratio is huge in here. Okay, I can't sneak any of... Oh, I can sneak a clutch on. We will do that then. Okay, the car is ready to go. I'm making sure I haven't forgotten the tyres after I looked at them. The car is ready to go. We have got 500 horsepower, 400 torques in a 2,200 pound car. This could be mighty, mighty quick. Right, time to take it to our test track, where I have got 5 laps to set as faster lap time as possible. The Forest Brawl circuit. Here we go. I've got the hang of getting to the right rivals mode again. Yeah, as far as expectation-wise go, well, if this car is controllable, I could well see this going into the top 5. The top 5, we would need to do a 1 minute .299 or quicker to get into the top 5. I could definitely see this car up there challenging. Oh, now the paint is okay. That's a weird thing that was going on in there. Okay, paint's fine. Yeah, it will all come down to how well will this car deal with the power. It could well be the fastest accelerating car we've had. Is have we got any grip through the turns? Turn 1, looking promising actually. Turn 1 there was pretty damn good. Back end still wanting to come out a little bit. Yes, I know we're on dirt. Yes, cars slide around a bit more on dirt. But the fastest cars, the Countachs, the Cobras and so on, have not slid around too much because of ginormous tyres and we've got quick lap times out of it. This is fast though. That's very quick through there. 100 miles an hour on my first attempt. We are getting bounced a little bit through these next few corners. The lightweight can sometimes work against the cars. If they're too light, they get really bounced and thrown around, but this one does not seem too bad. Right, around the final corner. This has got a lot of promise. This is definitely got a lot of promise in it. How do we do straight line speed wise? Oh, we fly ours down. That's a new one. Okay, that's a slightly scary one. First lap, 1 minute 3. That's actually quite scary. Flying with the back of the car down. Probably because I've got the proper Forza aero on the rear and just the rally bumper on the front, if you like. That may be what's causing it. I don't know. The rally bumper, I think, does have some downforce. I think that's the way it works. If you go for an alternate one, it's just not adjustable. I don't know. Either way, we're just pointing at the sky. It was flying lovely on that jump there because of the way you take off. That was not such a good corner this time around. The way you take off there, it doesn't quite get enough time to have the front of the car sticking up in the air, so you actually get a really nice smooth landing. And we're almost flat out up there. There's only a tiny little lift that I have to do. Then you end up carrying so much speed I overdo it into the next corner. Okay, I am liking this car. This is much nicer than the Renault Alpine. A lot nicer to drive. There is some decent grip. Look at how nicely it flies. That's incredible. This is definitely the best car for flying in. Definitely the best car for flying in. We're not bad in a straight line either. Let's slow down for the first corner. There's plenty of grip. There is, I mean, I can't quite be as quick down there as I want to be. That's where we sort of notice the problems. It's just not quite as quick. But it's got more grip than the Renault. It doesn't struggle as much through the turns. We can be flat out down here, almost. We've got to be very careful. Ooh, hit the barrier. Hit the barrier. We're in the trees. Just a little bit in the trees. Right. Again, it's not quite got the same ultimate grip as the fastest cars have gone. They could take whatever line you wanted through there and they would hold the road. This, you can't quite do that. We are taking about 100 miles an hour up there, which is also quite impressive. Okay, we've got a couple more laps. I think this could, as I said, I definitely think we could challenge the top 5. I don't know whether we'll go quicker than the Countach. I don't think we will, because there's just not quite enough grip through a couple of corners. But everywhere else, this is a bloody fast car. Again, we're 137 when I jumped on the brakes. It's about as quick as the other vehicles that have gone here as we run out towards the trees. Now, try and be neat through here. There we go. We've got it much better this time round, and then see, with that, if you've done that with a car with the much bigger tyres, you'd be okay with carrying that sort of speed. We just get a moment of understeer. The bump on the landing there did help get us turned, which is quite surprising. Normally that goes all horribly wrong, but it did actually work out to our favour. Now, we are going to have a dab on the brakes up there, because I carried so much more speed than I was the last time. Yeah, okay, I got that one a little bit wrong. We can't quite take it at ludicrous speeds, but we are on for a good lap as we navigate the chicane, heading up towards the jump. It's not going to be a record-breaking lap, but it is going to be a half-decent lap by the looks of it. It's definitely the nicest car I've had to take the jump. What is it going to be? A 1 minute 1.3. Not quick enough. Definitely think I can get more out of it. Yeah, I was expecting that to be a bit quicker that time round. Okay. We've got there's just sliding through here. It's wasting little bits of time, and again, little bits of time up to this next corner. I'm going to try and be neater on the inside of the turn. It's just not got the overall grip. It's just about on pace with the little ghost time thing we've got going on. But, of course, the fastest cars are miles ahead of it. Well, not miles ahead of it, but they are a little quicker ahead of it, because I lose time through this corner. We've had a big twitch through there. Had to run the outside of the course, but it's not done me a huge amount of good there. We'll slow it down for the final corner. It may be a better lap time again, this one. I would like just a tad bigger tyres. With just a little bigger tyres, this thing could be absolutely amazing. And on the final lap, I bodge up the jump a little bit. We actually lose that much more time going sideways across it. It's we don't go quicker though. 1 minute 1.3 from the Fairlady Z. An interesting car. It certainly feels nicer to drive than the Renault Alpine, but it only beats it fractionally. Only just. It goes into 17th place, just behind the Lancia Delta and just ever so slightly ahead of the Jeep. Yeah, I was expecting it certainly felt a bit quicker. And admittedly, the final run, I got the jump a little bit awkward, but it wasn't that bad across. Certainly, I've had a lot worse over that jump. It wasn't that terrible across the jump. It's again another car that's just lacking that little bit of grip. It does feel good to drive. It does feel easy to drive, certainly. And I'm surprised it isn't a bit quicker. There is decent power in the power to weight ratio is pretty damn good in the Fairlady Z here. But it could only manage a 1 minute 1.3. Puts it in a very, very crowded area of the table, mind. But yeah, it still could only manage 17th place, just ahead of the Jeep, only 0.1 of a second faster than the Alpine. Much prefer driving this to the Renault though. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and until next time, goodbye.